You remember how your mom used to always fuss at you about the friends you kept around you? And you'd be like, she's like, well, if your friends jump off the bridge, would you follow them and do it too? And you'd be like, come on, man. Nobody even trying to do all that. Ain't nobody think about all that. And it's like, bro, why are you going to like level 10,000? Not even 10, it's like 10,000. You're going to like the most extreme of extremes of stuff. What if I told you she's kind of right? Dad's kind of right about saying, you might not want to hang around them, man. And the reason why is because we tend to be a product of our environment. So when it comes to who we hang around, it's very important because I'm pretty sure you've seen and heard this quote that if if you show me your friends, I can show you your future. Or if you hang around four broke friends, you're going to be the fifth one. If you hang around four rich friends, you're bound to be the fifth one. So on and so forth with the different environments. If you hang around four smokers or four drinkers, four people who do drugs, you're bound to be the fifth one of that environment. If you hang around four people who are doing well and going this direction, you're bound to be the fifth one. The reason why is this is very important. So think about this. They say that polar bears aren't naturally polar bears. I'm not 100%. I probably should look this up to be more accurate on this, but they say all polar bears aren't natural polar bears. They say that they first were brown bears that moved into this environment that their fur had to change colors and change at a deep level. They had to make a change to adapt to the environment they're in so they could survive. And so a lot of times we are the brown bear going into different environments, turning into a polar bear, but not even being conscious and aware of it. We're just doing it to kind of fit into the environment we're around so we can survive. So think about how if we got into the right environments, we got around the right people, we could adapt to them and pick up the right things so we can survive. So I always give players this little hack, just a small thing that you can do to easily become a better player or specifically whatever you want to get better at. So if I want to become a better shooter, I'm going to start studying and hang around other shooters because I'm going to pick up their tendencies, their habits, and things that they do, their rituals, their workouts, the way they think, the way they talk, what they eat, the way they try to shoot, all the things they pick up that make them a great shooter. I want to pick up on that too because I want to be around that environment. So if you're not the best shooter on your team, I want you to get whoever the best shooter is and hang around them a little bit more. Ask if you can just shoot around with them one day. Even if you just want to be a rebounder for them, just do that. Especially if at a high level. If you like with like a high level shooter, like high school and up, and like they're like not only somebody's like a good shooter, I'm talking about not even like the best shooter, I'm talking about a really good shooter. Hang around them. Talk to their dad or talk to the trainers, whoever, because you'll start to pick up things that make them the great shooter that they are. If you don't hang around better ball handlers, go hang around the ball handlers. They're going to work out, do what they did. Because you can't help but adapt and pick up clues of what they've doing and what they've done to get to this point, and you're going to adapt to it too. So think about it like this too. If you think I'm lying, why do all the hoopers hang out together? Why do all the football players hang out together? Why do the cheerleaders hang out? Not just because we spend time together, but because we have common interests, because we have things we like or bound to like, because we have this common thing pulling us together. So think about how we can apply this to our lives, but overall, even go as simple as basketball, man. If you want to elevate your game, hang around higher caliber players, higher elevated in stature players. You're bound to become a better player by hanging around better players because their mindset that got them to that point is going to push you to go there too. So your mom might be right, your dad might be right about hey, if you hang, let's think about it like this: if you hang around fourth grade shooters, you're bound to be the fifth one. You hang around four hard workers, you're bound to be the fifth one. If you hang around four people who are striving to become the best player they can be, you're bound to be that fifth one. Because we all want to fit in, be included. We all want to fit in, but it feels like easier and a lot better to fit into good environments or environments that can impact us. And I have my mentor say this quote, and I don't think I ever forget. He said, "Your environment will change you before you change your environment." I know you might disagree with me on that, but think about it like this: most people who change their environments go to an environment that changed them and made them better to where they were able to overcome the environment they were in. So now they can able to like impact that environment from a different point, but it's from the outside to come back in. Jesus couldn't perform miracles in his hometown. He went out to perform the miracles. Then that power came back to his hometown afterwards. So your environment will change you before you change your environment. So you need to go into a better environment to change you, to lift you up. Then you can go back to your original environment and pull them up, hopefully. But that shouldn't be the goal. The fact that you moved up should be the environment shift that they need to uplift their environment. I hope that makes sense. But that's it. Over my time limit. It's a nice little 5-minute bar right there. That's a good one. And change your environment to change you, man. But that's it. See you guys next week for another dope episode of the Hoop Gems show.
Hey, relax. It's okay. Listen, I understand that your goal is so big that it just feels daunting. It just feels overwhelming. Like you're trying to get to the NBA, you're trying to get to WNBA. You're trying to play D1 college ball. I understand sometimes that feels like a lot. But listen, you're not gonna make that jump from now tomorrow to be to the league or be in D1. So let's just slow down and focus on the whole journey. Enjoy where you're at right now, but don't get too comfortable. You have to still keep working. You still have to make some type of progress and still keep growing. All you gotta do is think about this. If the minimum I can do today is get 1% better, you winning. Because there are some people gonna take a step backwards. There are some people that's gonna stop and just be equal. But technically, you're not gonna be equal because I'm getting better than you, so it means you fell backwards now. And so you gotta get 1% better. Because it's a slow grind from where you're at now to where you want to get to. You don't have to worry about taking over the world in one day. Just take over step by step, one piece at a time, 1% better. It's a whole journey. Okay, you got this goal that's just hanging over you, weighing you down. But this goal, the end destination, it's not gonna change. So you have to appreciate the journey and taking steps to get there. You're a marathon runner, but the whole marathon is about focusing on that next step. So I need you to go ahead and look at whichever one you want. You can get this one of the other ones. But I need you to get this reminder for you. Get you a hoodie, a t-shirt, whichever one, as a reminder that progress is my only goal. And progress don't mean I'm perfect. Progress don't mean I'm there. Progress means I'm getting better. Because better and better adds up to being the best you that you can be. But the best is not existing because you're always going to get better. So get you this peaceful reminder right here to say, hey, all I gotta do is be a little bit better, 1% better, and I'll get to that goal at some point. So remember, it's about the entire journey and not just the end goal, because progress is the only goal.